alliums come in lots of different forms, so when you're planting them you have to consider how tall the flowers are going to be. So starting with the larger ones, this is a giganteum. It's quite a specific bulb. You can tell by its thick tunic and rather pointed bulb, whereas this one is a stipettatum, which is kind of got this wonderful tangerine color and a thin pearlescent tunic. So these are going to grow to over 1 meter tall with big purple heads, and they want to be planted about 20 centimeters deep. Then we move down to, this is a Christophii, but also purple sensation, a flatunense, atropurpureum, these sorts of things. They want to be about 15 centimeters tall, deep. And then moving down to the smaller ones, such as this is the drumstick allium, spherocephalum, and also roseum and smaller bulbs like that, about 10 centimeters deep. Moving on to these ones, which are kind of have a leek-like appearance, and being from the onion family. So this is Cernum, and there's Flavum and Summer Beauty, and they have this evergreen foliage, and you can see you want to plant it about that deep. Dibbers are great for small bulbs. Although it says 10 centimeters there, if you dig down to 10, you've only got a tiny hole for that, so you need to go quite a bit further. Wiggle it about a bit to make it the right depth. So it doesn't matter if they go upside down, because when you put them in, they always fall over. Give them a little shove in, and they'll go down to the right depth. And we're planting about 5 centimeters apart because the foliage isn't too wide on these spherocephalons. So this is a purple rain bulb. You need to use a trowel, lift out the soil and pop it in down like that, or use something like this and drop it in like so. Alliums like a good, well-draining soil, and they like to be in full sun. So find yourself quite a shelter spot, particularly if it's very windy, although the stems are very strong. So really good, well-draining soil. So planting these large alliums smells like onions, not for dogs. Right, these want to go about 20 centimeters deep, which is quite a way down. So what we've got about that sort of size. I think that's about enough. You really need to anchor them because they're very tall. They need the depth. Think also of the foliage. It's quite large, but it sits quite low down. It can choke out plants around it, so cramming in alliums too close is going to suffocate a lot of bulbs.